Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to my new series, Learn to Live. The idea behind this series is that it's going to be all for those brand new Minecrafters in the world. That's how I learned to play the game along with my kids. We would sit and watch Paul Soares Jr. do his Survive to Thrive series, and it was a great way to learn the game, and plus it was really entertaining. It was a lot of fun to watch it, and my kids would just do it on their own, even when I was at work or something like that. And so I really want this to be a real family safe series and a way to learn the game. So I'm really inspired by that and wanted to try it along with my other more detailed Let's Play series that I'm doing as well. But this one's really geared towards those new Minecrafters. And so let's just get right into it and go ahead, and we're going to start with the single player world, of course, and let's just create a new world. I think one thing to say real quickly is that I am using a single plugin, and we'll talk more about plugins later, called Optifine, and the goal is to just utilize the resources on my computer better as we're recording, because it does help with that. Otherwise it's default completely, default textures and everything, and it will always be that way. So let's create our new world here, and let's go ahead and just name it Learn. Oops, I gotta put the L in there first. Learn to Live. That's what it is. And then we're gonna do game mode survival. Just real quick, I'll click through the other ones. You got the hardcore mode, which is a lot of fun once you played the game for a while. Sometimes the difference with that is that once you die, your game's over and your map is deleted. So you only get one chance at that one, which is kind of fun. It's a good way to spend a couple of hours practicing, and if you die, it's not the big deal. And then we've also got creative mode, and the idea in that one is that you get unlimited resources. You can fly around and build whatever you want to build. I use that a lot in my other Let's Play series just to explore really complicated redstone builds and things like that before I try to build them in the survival world. But it's a great way to play as well. But we're going to do survival, and we'll go ahead and we're going to leave the seed generator by itself, which might be a little bit dangerous. I started this a little while ago. I started the first world, and the seed was so bad I couldn't find any resources to start the game, so I had to quit and start again. So here we go. We're going to leave generate structures on, so we have our villages and dungeons to explore. We're going to leave the world type as default. There's lots of different versions. After you play the game a couple of times maybe, or you got a good world going, it might be fun to try a couple of new ones. We're going to go ahead and turn cheats on. If you really want to limit yourself a little bit and be true to the survival game called vanilla, you can leave that off, but I'm going to turn it on because I think there's going to be a couple of situations that we're going to want to be able to go into creative mode just to be able to fly around a little bit and show you something from a learning standpoint. But so we're going to turn it on, but everything we build is going to be in true survival. And then a bonus chest, we'll leave that off. If you want to have a couple of resources when you start, you can turn it on, but they don't really help you that much, and we're going to show you how to do it anyway. So all right, here we go. Building the world, building the world, building the world. And here we are. Oh yeah, this is way better than the last one. The other one, I landed in the middle of the ocean, so it made it really challenging. But here we've got tons of resources, so this is great. And it looks like I got some glitching going on there. So let's make a quick adjustment here. This is not something you guys have to worry about right now. It's actually a little bit of a glitch with 1.8, I think. It is really new, so they still have some things they're fixing. But there we go. That fixed it. We found that with 1.8 sometimes there's some render distance issues. So not something to worry about. But let's talk about this first since we're looking at it. We got to see the sun rising there. When we spawned in, actually we were facing, it looks like east. It used to spawn in facing north, but here it comes up in the sun rising in the east, setting in the west. So we were facing west. That's north that way and south that way. And so you've got about 20 minutes in real life for a day cycle for the sun to go all the way over. So it's at high, you got about 10 minutes left. And then nighttime is about a 10-minute cycle as well. So a full day is about 30 minutes. That's a good sign. We got some little pigs over there. We got some food, a little pork. Pork is really good for you. So talking about hunger really fast and health, if we put myself in my inventory mode, which is I hit my E button there so I could see my mouse cursor. But down here we have 10 hearts. That's your health. And then you've got this bar down here, which we don't have anything on there right now, but that's your XP bar, and we'll talk a lot more about that later. And you get XP for all kinds of things, and we'll talk about that individually. And then we have your meat bar, meat sickle bar, or that's your health bar, or your hunger bar. And we'll watch your hunger bar go down, and when you get down to 3 popsicles or 3 meat sickles left, then that actually affects your ability to run or to jump or things like that, and it'll start getting all wavy and jittery. And then I think it's 2. Anything below, if you've got 2 meat sickles gone, then you can't regenerate your health. And so if you fall, you lose a couple of hearts or halves of hearts, depending on how far you fall. But when you're fully full again, your hearts regenerate. And so that's how you can regenerate, is making sure that you're full and things like that. And so we'll talk more about food there a little bit later. Oh, look at that. We even have some pumpkins over there. That's awesome. But first thing we got to do is we got to get some wood. And so how do you get wood? You punch it with your fist. You see my fist there? And these blocks, so this is 1 block here. You can see how Minecraft, this course is made up of blocks. You can see the little black lines sort of surround this to tell you where your hand's pointing. See the little cursor in the center? That little X. And so that where your X is pointing is the block that you're hitting right there. So you can see me breaking it up. And you can punch it until it breaks. And the same thing is going to happen with the wood. And you can see in my inventory down there below, I've got 2 pieces of dirt now. I'll go ahead and show you. So you got dirt here. And so this is your inventory on your hotbar. And so as you open your inventory, you've got your hotbar here on the bottom that matches the one on the bottom of the screen. And you've got 9 slots. So you can either scroll your wheel to go through them, or you can actually hit the numbers on your keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so forth. There's 9 of them in there. And so, and you don't have to, I could be on the dirt and I can punch the wood and get it, and it'll just go into my next inventory slot. So that's what we need to do. Let's go ahead and punch the wood until it breaks. And you can see it breaking down a little bit more clearly here. You can see it, the little lines, boop, pops, there it goes. And we need, probably between 8 and 10 pieces. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this tree here. And another good habit to get into is to clear the tree all the way out. We're not going to do it right now, but that means to go ahead and get all the wood out. Because what happens when you get all the wood out of a tree, sorry about that, is that all the leaves start to break down too, and the leaves will turn into saplings and things like that that'll help us grow more trees, which is always a good habit, to grow the trees when you knock them down. But I need a couple more pieces of wood, because right now it's all about surviving that first night. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to get 2 more pieces, I think, should be enough for us to build all of our tools that we need, and doors and whatnot. So there we go. All right. So we may not want to go too far. I know I've got pigs here that, interestingly enough, seem to be missing 3 legs. I don't know what that is. We'll find out maybe later. Like a little bit of a glitch. Maybe when we relog in, it'll fix that. I don't know. But anyway, but we've got some ice down here. We got lava on the surface, and this looks like a pretty hilly, extreme biome. And these are spruce trees. This is really great. But what we need now is we need coal and cobble. And so you can see these are ferns and poppies and roses. And luckily over here we got grasses and things like that. You can just punch these and they break. And sometimes they'll give you seeds that you can plant to get food. See if any of them do it for me. Of course not, but that's okay. Well, we don't need to worry about that right now. But we've got this right here. This is actually really handy to have. I need some coal. But to get coal, you can't punch it, because I think when it breaks, let's go ahead and try it. I'll just see what happens. I don't think I've done this in a while. But what'll happen is, I'm pretty sure, is the coal's going to break and it won't give you the coal. It'll just break and disappear. But we'll give it a shot. Yep. See, normally there'd be a little coal spinning around there. So what we need is we need a pick to get that. And you can do that by using your wood here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a crafting table. So what I can do is I can right click on this and I can drag it to other cells. And if I click up in here, I call this crafting in my head. You have 4 little crafting spots, but you need more than that to make a lot of things. But for some things, you can actually use this. And the first one is you can use it to make planks. So you just put it into one spot. You can see you get 4 planks for every single piece of log right there. So you get 4 spruce wood planks. And if you left click, it'll drop 1. You can just left click, just keep dropping multiple pieces. And I think I'm only going to do 1 here, so I've got 8. Or if you hold down your left mouse button, it will do 1 in each cell. And this will be useful for other things. In fact, let's go ahead and do it right now. I'm going to take my spruce wood plank. I'm going to click on 1. I'm holding my left button down. I'm not letting it up, and I'm just going through all 4 cells. And now I let go. And there's the recipe for a crafting table, which is what we need. And if you do it with your right button, so if I hold it down with my right button and then I drag through, what it does is it automatically balances it. So now I can make 2, or well, I can't make anything with wood like this, but the idea being with logs that you could use your right button and it balances it between however many numbers of cells you've clicked it through. So we'll do more of that later so you have a better idea, but we got to rush a little bit. We're getting late in the day. So there we go. We've got our crafting table, and so you have 9 cells in your crafting table, which makes you can make anything in there just about. So to make sticks, we got to make sticks to use to craft our tools. You put 2 planks, will give you 4 sticks. So you can see 4 more, and so I could do a lot more. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and break these down. I don't need any of this right now. And I should have told you what I was doing there, but so you could drop your wood logs in there, and if you shift right click, so hit the shift button on your keyboard, right click on your mouse, it will exchange everything that you had in there. So I had 8 pieces times 4 equaled 32 spruce wood planks. Play with that a little bit, and we'll also show you how that works a little bit more later. Alright, so the first thing we need is we need something to break this coal so that we can use it. And so what we need for that is a pick. And I'll show you again how I did that. I clicked with my left mouse button on that one, and I just drug it across, and it filled them all in for me. So there we go, time to mine. And now that that's in place, we can just, that'll pop, and see, now the coal becomes available. And so that's kind of a nuance a little bit. We'll find other things like iron and gold and diamonds and other resources. And the only thing that a wood pick will break will be stone into cobble and some of these other, like this is a granite, and it'll create your granite for you. But if you were to hit an iron ore with a wood pick, it would break and disappear, just like the first time did when we were hitting the coal with our hand. And so we need to get other tools. We need more powerful tools. And so you can make tools from cobble, you can make tools from iron, gold, and diamonds. Those are the 5 kind of main tool making materials that you have. And now we need to get enough. So this is stone. We need to get stone, and as you see I break it, it turns into a different texture. That's called cobble. Now with the granite, when I break it, it's just going to be a granite texture. That didn't really show up, but there you go. So you can kind of see it under there. It's the same texture. But stone breaks down into cobble, and that's how you make your stone tools. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this out just a little bit so that I have 9 cobble, because we need to make a furnace. Actually, I need a few more than that because I want to make a couple of tools with it as well. I need to make a sword and another pick. So I'm going to clear out a little bit more here, and then this will be, we'll go ahead and make this our first hidey hole too. So I'll clear out a little bit extra just so I can do that, because our sun, see, it's going down already. It's already getting really late. So let's go ahead and do this quickly. I'm going to go ahead and make my furnace because I'm going to need that. That takes 8 cobble, and then in the same crafting recipe we used for the wood pick, we used for the stone pick. And then for a sword, it's only 1 stick, and 2 cobble or iron or gold or whatever it is will make us a sword. Alright, so now that we've got that, let's go ahead and we're going to put our furnace down here so I can come and bake a couple of things in it. I'm going to put a couple pieces of coal in here. Let's go ahead and do 3. And now I'm going to show you how to make torches as well, because I let this get a little bit late and we're going to have some light. So 1 piece of coal and 1 stick will make 4 torches. So let's go ahead and make 8 torches. We'll put this away. We'll put our torches on our hot bar, and we'll light this up so we're a little bit safer here. And then I'm going to light it up here so I know where it is. And now we're going to have to go grab some food real fast before the sun goes down. And so luckily we got a pig right here, a 1-legged pig, which is really odd. I have no idea what's going on with the game right now, but let's go get one more, and I'll show you it again. Show it to you again real quick. You can just swing at him with a sword. Oh, there's a creeper over there. Swing again, and that gave us 3 pieces of pork there. So that's a good start. And see that over there, so we have some zombies up here. These zombies will come and get us. We saw a creeper a little bit earlier. I'm a little bit nervous to let us get too close to any mobs right now until we're a little more secure. So let's go ahead and secure our first hidey hole for the night really quickly here. And right now I'm not worried about how it looks. I just want it to be safe. So there we go. And break these so I have access to my crafting table real fast. And let's go ahead and make a door. So a door is 6 planks, which is what we've got. And with 1.8, the kind of the cool thing is you've got several different door types depending on the wood that you're using. So in this case, we're using spruce, and there we go. It doesn't look very good with the dirt, but right now we're just trying to get safe in here is all we're trying to do. So that's what I might do is I'll go ahead and break one piece out here so you can kind of see how dark it is outside. Kind of a little window for our hidey hole, and we'll clean all this up and make it a lot nicer shortly. But right now we need to get some food going, and so we just drop your raw pork into this furnace where you have coal, and I'll show you how to make charcoal as well. So if you get into a world where you don't have access to coal right away, I got really lucky here. You can use wood planks and the wood blocks in a particular combination. I believe it's wood planks on the bottom and wood blocks on top. And they'll cook each other to the point where you can actually have charcoal, and it takes the place of coal, or can do the same thing, which is to make either food, to burn for food, or you can make torches out of it as well. So here we go. We're making some pork. Pork. I got some food coming. Even though my meat sickles down below aren't too bad. Pork chops are worth about 3 meat sickles. And you can see down here we're about 1.5 down. So all you'd have to do is have that food on your hotbar where you want it. You can, a lot of times I'll store mine up here, or I'll leave one down there or something like that. Whatever works for you. You just scroll over to it until it's in your hand, and then dump. There you go. You ate it, and now you saw my meat sickles recover. If I had lost a couple of hearts, then my hearts would be regenerating right now, and we'd be back to full health while we're waiting for the night to get done and those mobs to get out of our hair, because all they really want to do is eat us. And another thing to notice too, actually, is you can see this is your tools, they degrade over time. You see that little green bar? The more I use it, that green bar is going to go down. You can see up here that happened on the wood pickaxe when we were in here excavating a little bit. We lost about half the health on it. So, but there you go. That's the gist of the first night. We've been able to kind of create a little bit of a hidey hole where we can be safe, and at nighttime we can actually dig back into the mountain a little bit and start looking for some resources while we're waiting for the night to get over. We'll also go out soon and we'll make a bed. And what that helps us do is that if we were to die right now, we would start back at the original spawn and we'd have to find our way back over here. But if we create a bed and we lie down on it at night, at least once, you only have to do it once, then that resets your spawn point to wherever your bed is. And so the nice thing is that if you wanted to over time, you could go exploring way out there and take your bed with you. And there's a zombie. Maybe I'll show you a zombie real fast, but here he comes. He's following me over here. I think we'll go ahead and let him go away for the night. We'll stand here and wait for him to come around. But you can take your bed with you, and you can set a new spawn point somewhere, and know that if you died, you didn't have to go this huge distance, because you can run for thousands and thousands of blocks in any direction. It's really an open world. You can go tens of 20,000s of blocks. It's amazing how far you can actually go in Minecraft and find new biomes and new areas. And maybe later on we'll do something like that too. So our first day is up, I think. We've made it successfully. We've got a sword in our hands. We've got pickaxes and doors and food, and we're full, and we're ready for the next day. And so maybe on day 2 we'll start maybe some farming, or we'll do more implements or more tools, and show you how this game really is a great tool to explore these open worlds like this, and to kind of explore with your kids too. So there you go. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys the next episode. Bye bye.